Alright, everyone. This will be well, it might be a long video. It depends on how I do in the designer. But right now we're in my modded playthrough of the Xenopocalypse mod, but I'm going to make this more about redesigning this, well, these set of stations, let's call it that. Now then, as you can see, this station in particular has 25 engine part production and 25 whole parts. And if this station were to fully activate all of its production, I don't believe the every other part of the station would produce enough. And it is woefully inadequate for workforce as well, because the food rations are a problem. Yeah. This station has a few problems, which means I need to completely redesign it. Which is, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to keep redesigning your stations over and over again. I'm really not annoyed by it at all, I swear. Promise. So this will be the base station that I work with, and then I will, at the very end, slap on the extra bits of the station. Because this is not adequate enough either. Oh yeah, this is way not adequate because it doesn't have enough hull parts or engine parts or any of that. And then we'll take a look at the large, extra large, and why these are inadequate. Okay, so this is also inadequate for workforce. You can see the food rations are dipping down, the workforce will drop off. But it's also inadequate for whole parts. And I believe Claytronics is okay for now, but we're going to beef that up as well. I'm going to redesign the station. 43 whole parts and 5 engine parts are not enough to keep the station cranking out ships for activated factions. Couldn't keep up with one faction. That's right. These two stations, and they're ridiculously overbuilt and fully supplied by themselves without needing mining ships at all, are completely inadequate to deal with one faction's ship demand at the start of this save, or at the start of this mod. And that's before any like really crazy changes or more aggressive Xenon or anything. So there's that little tidbit. Those really overbuilt stations are still not enough to keep up with one faction ship demand. So that would be the ZYA as they try to branch out and reconquer territory over here. So that's fun. And I just activated the Boron faction. Spoilers for the playthrough. But the Boron faction is now starting to build their wharfs, defense platforms, and that's because I did the diplomatic outpost. I was smart when I designed this thing to sell to the Boron faction. This is some spoilers, by the way. But as you can see, I put an administration center on that station, and it looks like this. This is the administration center. This spire-looking building, and I can go into any of my stations and show you what that administration center looks like. It's under defense modules, and this is good knowledge to know for anyone who wants to sell stations to factions, because in vanilla you can also get missions to sell defense stations to the AI, and if you were to slap on administration centers like this to the faction and then sell a administrative center defense station to that faction, it will force them to have a claim on that center. That's how you claim sectors, is the administrative centers. And then what that does in this case is it forces the Boron to have a claim in the system. And as soon as they have a claim, they start going hog wild and actually activate as a faction in the Xenopocalypse mod. And then they start requesting ships, building up their economy, and start trying to expand, just like the Teladi ballooned out from this equipment dock because it gave them a claim. And now they've built a wharf, and all sorts of factional stuff is happening, which is great. And that all happened, the Talati sprang up because I did the Empyrean Curse quest, or have been doing the Empyrean Curse quest. So anyway, I probably shouldn't have gone over all of that, but it was part of station design. This video is going to be about station design. Actually, I probably should save my game real quick. There we go. This video is about station design, so let's get into the design manager mode. We'll see if I get, if I have to end the video early or not. I hope not. So the station design simulator is right here. Now then, do keep in mind, if you do want the blueprints, I will make the blueprints available for these stations because a few people have been asking for them. Which reminds me, I need to show the mod that I am going to be using. Here it is. No. I think that's the right mod. This is a Steam Workshop mod. I think it's the mining gas collector and raw scrap converter, but we can look really quickly. In the community, no, it's the, yes. There we go. This is the mod you need if you want the blueprints from this video. And I own the DLC version, so it's not the vanilla version of the game. So there's that. Yeah, need this mod. It is a cheaty mod, so it'll probably break base game vanilla. If you want to just play base game vanilla with a nice station design, these designs in this video are probably not for you if you want to play vanilla, because you need a cheaty mod that provides everything it needs without the use of miners. And I have to point that out because some people will be like, they'll leave some silly comments in the comment section. Let's just put it like that. Okay, so station design, woohoo! So here we are in station design mode, and you notice that we are not in the station designer when we first get into here. We have a manage plot stations, which means we could probably make new plots if we needed to, which I don't, because we already have a 10 by 10 plot right here. Is the station design plot. So let's go into the plan build. Now I'm building stations. That was pretty easy, and you'll notice that I only have a few stations saved. That's because I deleted a lot of those blueprints. That's why none of the blueprints are available in my previous YouTube videos, because I had to keep redesigning this station. Now I've loaded this blueprint, but what you're about to see is unique to this game mode. When you click on confirm module changes, you can click on force construction. That is new to this mode only. And now the station is fully built and it is fully functional. It is actually simulating the station, the workforce, and all that, and the station is fully activated. And now it is beginning to produce energy cells. And then energy cells is the kicker to start this whole process of making everything. So there's that. We know that food rations is inadequate, so I'm going to double the food rations, and that's probably going to throw everything else out of whack. But I want to do this and then monitor it. That'll more than likely throw everything out of whack. But that's the point of designing this in this mode and just barely forcing construction, because now it will show me the throughput and if I need to add more meat, wheat, spices with everything turned on all at once, which more than likely I will. And that's what I'm planning on. But the only thing I noticed while playing with this station is that the food rations were inadequate. Okay. So things that I need to add more of on these stations are I need to go up to, I want to say 50 to maybe even 100 engine parts. So that's really fun. And working with a large station has its own quirks. And also when your station becomes established for hours, like mine were, it becomes a pain to select individual modules. I don't know why that is. We would have to ask the developers why it is such a pain in the butt. Once the stations become established, you select individual modules on large stations. Okay. Yep. And it's gonna fight me probably the whole way. Okay, that was 5, right? Nope, that was 6. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be really unfun for a minute while I plop all these together. Who knows? Maybe it'll be painless, but I doubt it. I hope I lined that up correctly. Looks like I did. Oh, you know what? I should probably add a non-flipped version of the engine parts. Engine parts. You think it'd pop right out at me? Don't use the Tilati ones. I'm not using the Tilati ones. Let me put it like that. You can use whatever you want. I'm using the Argon variant because I don't want to make any talendinium or whatever it's called. I used the wrong one. The joy of trying to go fast. Oh, and it's hooked them to the one I didn't want them to hook to. Yeah. I wonder if I can trick it into hooking it, or convincing it to hook into the correct one by moving the camera. There we go. Of course, I can't copy the sequence in that direction. It would be too easy. Oh, we're hitting the... Oh, I see. Well, at least we got them connected the way I wanted them to connect. And I inadequately did that anyway, so that's cool. The scanning arrays are going to be in the way for at least one more build section. Oh, and this is the other fun part of station building is sometimes you gotta do confirm construction and force the construct. Well, in this one, force construction is unnecessary, but confirming your changes makes it so that you can snap onto pieces again, because if you try to snap and this is really important to learn, don't think I'm just rambling here. It's really important to learn that if you decide to try and place a piece onto whatever you're building, and usually it's 4 or 5 different pieces in, and you decide to say, hey, that was great, I want that there. Oh wait, no, never mind, I don't want that there. And this gets worse and worse as you build a larger and larger station. Then you go, I want to build a new. That was a bad pick there. There. I want to build a new piece onto that. And you go and move it. It'll normally be red, and it won't let you, even though there's nothing in the way and there's no problems. And when that happens, you need to. A quick way to deal with that is to build something that's just way out in nowhere space that isn't connected to anything, and then confirm your module changes, and then come back and remove that. And that should free up the empty space that you know is available to build in. It just wouldn't let you. That should clear out that problem it has. Game's a little finicky about that, and I've dealt with that a lot in my playthroughs. So that's why I felt during the station design video that that would be important enough to spend a few seconds to talk about it and how to clear that problem. All right, how many engine parts are we up to now? 29. I don't think that's enough either. Oh great, I can't really copy that sequence up to there. Wait, why are these connected to the other side now? Okay, that's strange. I could do the other design with one on top and bottom. Oh joy. I don't know if that connected to the right one or not. I kind of don't have a great viewing angle. And this is even worse, but if I want it to connect the right way, I need to do that like so. Well, okay, there we go. So we were at 29, now we're at, I don't even know. That will put us up to 45. 45 is a ton, but we're going to find out if that will even be enough to sustain one faction. Because the stations I had before were not enough to keep up with one faction at 25. So maybe doubling it will keep up with one faction. That's pretty intense, I know. And I don't have any mining ships involved with this, so I've cut out the biggest bottleneck of building a station, or of having a bottleneck for making ships, or making everything, really. Because this is a make everything station. How many engine parts is that? 53? Sure. We'll keep it at 53. Because I'm lazy and I don't want this video to take the rest of my life to produce. Now then, where are my whole parts? Whole parts are really not in a great spot. It's okay, I can go up to the upper floor of this station, basically. Start on whole parts from scratch over here. I have the camera angle wrong, so it's trying to snap to pieces that I don't want it to snap to. It is really hard to build on that when it's kind of ghosted. I dragged the camera, so of course the module gets thrown around into outer space somewhere. Alright, there we go. Now that's tileable. I can keep expanding off of that with just a few mouse clicks instead of having to redo the whole thing over and over again. That's already 41 whole parts. Okay. The bottleneck in my current playthrough is whole parts and engine parts. So that's why I'm focusing on those two, and I took care of the food right from the get-go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Everything's all nice and clean. Now I just need to wait. Functionally, or actually effectively, I just need to wait for the energy cells to get converted. These are the cheap modules, and so is this one. This one's just making energy cells from nothing. And then this ice producer, methane, hydrogen, helium, or silicon, you notice they are producing. Normally they're just these, where there's storage, not production. Even says production up there. So these are the GD modules from the mod. And they are converting the energy cells into what they say they're making. Now, And I don't have to worry about setting up the full logistics screen in this menu. I guess this is the final thing I'll say in this video before I cut the video, and then maybe splice two different videos together, is that while I'm in the Station Design Manager, I don't need to worry about anybody coming to trade, because there is nothing in this galaxy. It is literally just a lightweight um, one sector. Well, it might be more than one sector. I thought there was a jump gate or enter somewhere. So there might be an Easter egg or two in here somewhere. Not that I care. But you got the headquarters for some reason. You got the architect station where you manage all the plots from, I guess. I'm not really sure what the architect station's all about. And then you've got the ship design, or the station design plot. You don't need more than one plot at all. You can just go into plan build. And then from there you can save your plans or load the plans or whatever from there. Go on this button to save. And yeah, there we go. Actually, I think I'm not even going to splice two videos together. I think this is just going to be the video. Once I get this station stabilized, I will, of course, by the time the video comes out, the station will be finalized, stabilized, everything can be turned on all at once, and the station will be producing a vast amount of hull parts and engine parts. And maybe I'll have to even upscale Claytronics. But this station design will be made available on the forums, and I will provide a link down in the description for people who want this station. Believe it or not, there are a few people who have been asking for to copy the blueprints with the Cheaty modules on it. So there's that. And it will be available in the description. So you don't have to go anywhere, just scroll on down, click on that, click on the show more button, and then click on the link, and it should take you right to the post. Yep, I think that's all. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.